Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing a reading for the collective, doing a love reading. So what I'm going to do, what I'm doing, is looking at your energy, looking at their energy, and then shared energies. And then I will, at the end, I'll get some messages. All right, so collective. This is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. So in the past, you were in this energy of the Fool reversed. There's a lack of trust, a lack of being able to start a new cycle. Feels very stuck from being able to move forward, move on. Whatever happened in the past that had you stuck, it was a karmic cycle that you were stuck in, an inability to see some type of truth. And so you kept repeating that cycle until it became more and more evident, obvious, that it might have felt like a punishment, what you went through, like because of how difficult it was. However, it was the message I'm getting from divine guides is that this was all done for your benefit. So you could see the truth because you were so stuck. And so all of this has been so you can have your blessings. All right. So right now, collective, you are in the energy of the Emperor. Some type of leadership role, some type of feeling very empowered, very, feels very just the facts, ma'am. I feel like you know on some level, on some levels, on many levels, that spirit has got your back. And that's why you're feeling so confident. Maybe some of you, when you were in this very stuck energy, that's what led you through to go through what you did, was trusting your spirit guides, trusting your intuition, trusting non-physical hits. And so now you've got a fiery new beginning, fiery new connections coming in this present energy. Not gonna lie, this feels very, very sexy, passionate. Wow, okay. There's also this energy in your space, collective, of someone who, this feels like a distorted feminine energy coming in your present energy. Whoever that first person you thought of, it doesn't necessarily have to be them. There's someone who's butthurt because because you are doing so well. It feels like a feminine energy. It could be unconnected, unrelated feminine energies. There's something about you were stuck for so long. I feel like that might have been an MO of yours, a modus operandi of you being stuck, and that you got unstuck in it feels like an unconventional way. It doesn't feel like you had a lot of support other than spiritual guidance around you. And it is now started to manifest and unfold into your 3D experience, what a leader you are, stepping into your own empowerment. And you just know that you've got Spirit's got your back. You are divinely guided. You are divinely cared for. You are divinely supported. Yeah, and you've got this new spicy, smoldering opportunity at your door, and it is creating some jealousy. You weren't supposed to get unstuck. You were supposed to stay very stuck. Look at you disappointing so many people. So, yay you. All right. Your higher self is in Two of Wands, or Two of Swords reverse. Refusing to see. Well, there's something you're seeing clearly now. You're not stuck in that Two of Swords energy. You're not refusing to see. You are seeing very clearly. It feels like you were in Two of Swords upright in your past. Like you couldn't see the truth of what was going on. And now, instead of aligning with people who don't serve your highest and greatest good, you have aligned with your own energy. You have aligned with your higher self, who has a higher vibration and a higher perspective, a broader perspective. You're not following a rule book or typical traditional guides. You've got an inner guidance system. That's what I'm getting. Chef's kiss. Yeah, you're letting go of anything in the past that is not emotionally fulfilling, that doesn't spark joy within you. You're realizing there's this kind of life is short. What says that I have to entertain these type of people and these type of energies? I'm not going to do that anymore. Staying with people who are toxic, and this isn't just romantic, friendships, family. It feels like you're making this from that headspace. You're not getting emotional about it. You're like, just doesn't work for me. Maybe that's also the energy in your present energy, is not being so caught up in your emotions. Right now you're making decisions from more of your masculine energy and from your head space, the thinky space. And this is bringing you an amazing amount of stability, security, confidence. I feel what I'm getting is that as you've been healing your value and your worth, you have deemed your value and worth much higher than where it used to be. By you realizing your true value, and unscattering your energy and focusing it towards yourself and your security and stability. Maybe you've been focusing on work, that focusing your energy on you and what you want to create is making you very attractive. Like energies can't help but look at your energy. Energy can't help but look at your energy. Could I say energy one more time? All right. So a challenge that you're having right now is control. This feels like just a reminder to not be attached to any specific outcome, to do what you enjoy, follow your passions as long as it brings you excitement and joy, and then follow the next. Keep following your excitement, not because, don't do things because you believe they will bring you to a specific result. Then you are using energies. I don't really want to do this or that or be around this person, but I see it that as a stepping stone to getting what I really want. It's a reminder to let go of controlling, trying to control other people, trying to control an outcome. There's something about manifesting that you're really learning in a strong way, and that it's not about controlling, it's releasing any control that you have. Gives you, what's interesting is more security and stability. A lot of times there's this belief, if I can control this outside of me and situations, and if things go my way, the way I think, that would be the best. And what I'm getting is that sometimes you might think from the small vantage point that you have, that if this happens, that's the best that could happen. Whereas you've got infinite universal energies that want to dance and play with you, that can see things from a much higher perspective and broader vantage point. And you might perceive this as being an ultimate victory. And so I'm working towards that. And what I'm getting is they can see the playing field to trust, to use that trust that you had in the past to get you to where you are now. Still, don't go back to needing to try to control and manipulate people and situations, to stay in that trusting mode. This does feel in relationship to whoever this energy is over here. Let's get to it. So the person that this love story is about, the connection, your connection in the past was in death reversed. So it feels very similar. You both were stuck in a cycle of that wouldn't end. So this person in their past, your person, we'll just call them your person couldn't detach, couldn't fly away. There's something that they felt, a role that they were stuck in. Get some more. They felt like they had a lot of options. Still, this still could be oh, wow, interesting. If I'm reading this correctly, your person in the past might have been in a connection that they couldn't detach from. They were unhappy in that connection, but for some reason they felt like they had to stay in this connection. And so if they assuming that is a true belief, because they did, that they can't detach, they can't leave this connection, then they tried to look at other options. And they were considering or even proposing or exploring third-party energies. They might have seen you as an option when you were still stuck in a connection. So this is someone that this does not feel like who you were attached to. This is someone that you've known, that when you were in when you were still in a relationship in the past, and they were or are, not sure yet, we're still in the past energy, excuse me, they were exploring options. They didn't feel that they could leave the connection. And I get the feeling that they might have proposed something on some level. You felt like this person was inviting you to be a third party. Maybe they saw that stuckness that they were experiencing in their life, and they saw that you were stuck as well, that maybe at that point in time you were having difficulty detaching from a connection. And it feels like why they explored this option with you is because you are very loving. They are very loving. There's I get this feeling that they have felt a certain way about you for a long time, and it is loving, even though it was a bit immature. They were trying to figure out how to stay in a connection, but also explore a connection with you. Let me know if this resonates. All right, your person's energy in present time is Two of Pentacles. Find balance. Feels like they're still in that trying to juggle, trying to make a decision. The decision has to do with affecting their stability and security. Monumentous. This person is letting their guard down. There's something about your person's present energy where they're trying to make a decision that will affect their life. It's a tangible decision. They're letting their guard down. Why are they letting their guard down? They're letting their guard down. Two of Cups. Because they see some type of magic that the two of you together, there's some type of loving energy that when you guys are together, that is very fulfilling for both of you. More about their current energies. They're gathering the strength, the inner strength to let their guard down, to make a real decision. Twos are about partnerships. So there's something happening in present time So I'm getting that in present time, they are quite possibly, it feels like they're connected, still in a connection, but something is shifting. They're getting some type of inner strength and letting their guard down and wanting a fulfilling connection. Five of Cups in reverse. So Five of Cups upright is talking about someone who's so focused on what they've lost, the story, some story that they can't see the benefits. There's a lot of love coming through from your person, a lot of cup energy. But something is going on and your person is no longer focused on what isn't working and realizes there are two cups. Again, it's like a reiteration. Looking at the three cups that have spilled is Five of Cups. But in reverse, seeing that there are two cups, this person's coming to a realization that everything that they want, maybe this is a realization that I'm not stuck. I'm stuck in a mindset. No one's keeping me in this connection other than a belief that I'm stuck. And their higher self is in the energy of flow. Listening to their emotions, realizing how important love is, how important following your heart is, tuning into flow state. Gosh, again, okay, this is, now I'm getting that the Ace of Wands coming through in your present energy. When tuning into the higher self, all of a sudden I felt this passion. So it's not, there is this loving connection, but it's expressed in a lot of passion, a lot of fiery passion. This this might be a fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their energies. This is someone, so fire sign is Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Leo also came up in the inner strength. This is someone who's following their heart. They no longer want to be sneaky. They're coming clean. Feels like they're coming clean with their higher self. They're coming clean and being honest with themselves, that they don't want to sneak around, or maybe they've tried sneaking around and creating options and they don't like who that's made them. They've been stuck in a mental prison and they're realizing that the only thing that's trapped them is their own beliefs, because they've stayed more in their mental body and they haven't really allowed themselves to come down into that heart space. Their challenge right now is Eight of Pentacles, dedicated effort. Their challenge is that they use work to distract them from having to make any real choices about their life. They try to skirt around the issue. They try not to even look at the issue. And they focus on work. it's getting harder and harder to focus on work because there's just this emptiness that they're feeling, and they're realizing that they're betraying themselves, they're done betraying their own feelings, they're done trying to stay in a situation that they don't fit in, and maybe they've also betrayed those around them, stemming from that self-betrayal of trying to stay busy, trying to stay somewhere that they don't want to be, because it's some type of mental prison, that there's some type of belief that I have to stay in this connection. So, all right. Shared energies between you and your person are a Tower in reverse. Rebuild. Towers are inevitable. Towers are when something is built on a faulty foundation, that eventually that foundation, whatever you were trying to build on that, it doesn't work. Tower in reverse is an inevitable, trying to avoid an inevitable tower. In the past, it feels like you collective were in this tower in reverse energy. Maybe the fear of not wanting how to rebuild kept you stuck until the tower came. And so it feels the same way with your person. They built some type of connection, and the foundation doesn't work. The foundation is crumbling. They want to avoid a tower. They want things, and it looks like they've explored, how can I make things completely change so I can find fulfillment and happiness without addressing the tower in the room. I don't want to create a tower, but I want everything to be very different about my life, or I want at least this romantic connection to be different. I feel very detached from my life. I don't feel connected in this connection. I don't want to sneak out around anymore. I've been trapped. I've betrayed myself and betrayed others. I've been focusing on work to try to stay away. I'm doing whatever I can to avoid an inevitable collapse of something. This person has definitely tried to stay in a connection that is past its time. It feels like you would have compassion for that. It feels like it took you a lot. It took a lot for you to step out. So it feels like you both have that in your foundational shared energies. I think you guys are both very kind people and don't want to upset the apple cart either. And somehow when we face our truths, we have to face some really uncomfortable truths about ourselves. You both are also sharing the energy of 8 of Cups, moving on. You both are moving on from anything that's not emotionally satisfying. That feels pretty obvious. All right. And then another shared energy is share the love. 3 of Cups. This I'm reading a couple different ways. You both are obviously right now, especially your person is really in a very loving energy, like really listening to their heart. Feels like you right now are less in your heart space. You are more focused on your pentacles. Feels like they want to come forward and communicate some type of, I mean, this hand coming out, and they want to figure out how to connect with your heart space. Maybe it would be easier at a gathering. Looks like both of you are afraid of rejection. I don't feel like you're going to make any type of movement towards your person. You're working on leadership, building your pentacles, building your safety and security and stability. However, there is this energy in your space that is fiery. So interesting. It feels like that's their energy, but you were experiencing it more as fiery, passionate, and they're more in their heart space. Interesting. It looks like you are a bit wary of this person, maybe because in the past they showed you an aspect of who they are that you did not care for. They made some type of offering, an invitation. They thought of you as an option and maybe invited you to have an affair on some level. And so now that your value has raised and you see yourself much more clearly, there's a part of you that's like, no, I'm not taking that type of offering. I have much more value. Maybe you're concerned that they're still in that energy of making you an option. They still want to put you in a third party situation, or if they're not in a third party situation and they're single and they are stepping out and making this choice, would they do the same thing to you and not communicate that they're unhappy? They would instead put you in, it's creating a lot of thought patterns that you have definitely thought about. Your head and heart feel a bit closed down to this person. However, but sexually, it feels like you would be more open. I'm just reading what I see. So, all right, let's see what your person wants to say to you. What does the collective's person want to communicate with the collective? I'm not over you. Clearly. I miss seeing you. Clearly. I miss being with you. Yeah. Yearning, missing. This person is all up in their feels about you. I mean, come on. All right. So, your energy, collective, what you want to say to this person. What does the collective want to say to this person? I don't know what you want. That is in your present energy. I don't know what you want. Your energy has been very confusing. I need some clarity. First, you need to have that clarity for yourself before you bring it to me. That's what I'm getting with that. I don't know what you want. You definitely are more guarded. It does feel like they're trying to figure out how to get in your energy, how to placate you without getting kind of cut down. It does feel like you're more in your mental body, more in that leadership, like, I don't know why this happened. Well, you're not giving an inch. You want to know the truth of what's going on. You want to hear it communicated as clearly as they can articulate it before you're moving forward. Even in this reading, I feel this like, of course people would feel this way about me, but it doesn't mean I'm feels like you've gone, you know too much now to just like, oh, okay. That's it. Like a lack, you're no longer naive. If at some point you were naive, you're no longer naive. I can't get enough of you. Now that goes with that Ace of Wands card that I'm feeling. Like, there's something about this person. Yes, emotionally, it feels like you feel very, at some point when you were hanging around and around this energy, there were someone that you felt very comfortable to be yourself around. Conversation was pretty easygoing, and there was a lot of sexual tension. A lot of sexual tension. You might experience this connection more as a sexual being turned on, and this person might experience you in your energy as loving and caring and opening up of the heart space. So you both are attracted to each other, but using different organs of the body, at least right now in this reading. That's what I just said. I can be myself with you. So thank you, Spirit, for validating that. It feels like and what's more sexy than feeling all yourself and getting to be yourself around someone, and seeing, feeling, and hearing how they honestly feel about you. So curious to see if this resonates with anybody, and what your specific story is. This feels like an ongoing story that's unfolding. So curious to see where it goes, or if it doesn't go anywhere, who knows. All right, take care. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already. So, all right, take care. Bye.